the one taking what God said.com. Now I got a word for your tongue. How many rolling stones you want?
Hello everyone, my name is Mac McDonald, Channel 6.5 News, WTFN. We have an excellent story going on tonight in our session of 15 minutes. Our topic of discussion, New Zealand. New Zealand, being a country of the British Commonwealth of Nations, located in the Pacific Ocean near Australia. The climate of New Zealand is specifically similar from the winter to summer months, due to the oceanic climate. And also in New Zealand, if you drive on the right side of the road, you might not necessarily be right. Ha ha ha. Well, tonight we're going to go to our field man, Don Van Zykes, who is going to lead us through the ins and outs of the processes of New Zealand, what are the tour, the fun facts, anything that has to do with New Zealand, Don's going to get us there. Alright Don, what do you say?
Hello class. In preparation of my trip to New Zealand, I have had to do a lot of research on what I need to get into the country. Not only do I need a passport, because I will need a passport, I'm also going to need to have proof that I am leaving New Zealand and not going to stay there and live there and prosper. Also, I have to have proof of funds, because I have to have proof that I have enough money to support myself during my stay at New Zealand. Now, there are certain people that have to have a required visa. People are not going to get a visa to this country unless they meet the requirements that I have just said: passport, proof of funds, and proof that you plan to leave this good country. And you also must be in good health, good character. And your visa must have a purpose for coming to New Zealand.
Good morning, class. This is Don Van Zykes, and I'm taking you on a little adventure to New Zealand. New Zealand being one of my favorite countries. Now, we're currently in Statesboro, Georgia, in my backyard, but we're going to have to take a little plane flight. So if you just stick with me, we'll be in New Zealand in a little bit. See y'all in 15, 24 hours. Hey y'all, the bags are packed, everything's ready to roll. All I gotta do is just get to the Statesboro Airport, which I don't know where it is, but just hold on. Got the GPS, that thing will get me there in about 20 seconds. See y'all later. Happy New Zealand. Welcome to New Zealand, guys. I'm back. Alright, now it's time for our travel tour of New Zealand. Hope y'all are ready.
Chapter 2, Currency. This morning when I woke up and looked in my wallet before I headed out, I had no money. Therefore, I needed to look and calculate what I needed to be able to have a trip to New Zealand and not worry about losing my head. New Zealand carries the New Zealand dollar, which is very similar to the US dollar, because both of them are divided into 100 cents. New Zealand often uses the dollar sign with the letters NS beside it to distinguish itself from other denomination currencies, like the US. Sometimes the currency traded is also called a kiwi, because the kiwi is the national bird of New Zealand, and they like to associate it with the dollar. I hope that was a great lesson about the currency of New Zealand.
Afternoon, class. Don Van Zykes. We're here in New Zealand. Hope y'all are having a good day. I'm going to do some wonderful facts today about New Zealand and everything going along with it. Not only does New Zealand have the best climate out of any country in the world, but it's also the most mountainous country out of any in the world. So, we're going to continue our journey and learn some cool facts about New Zealand and everything in between. Thank you. Afternoon, class. I'm back again. This is Don Van Zykes. Right now, we're out in the forest of New Zealand trying to find the national bird, the kiwi bird. Not only is the kiwi bird have one of the longest beaks of any bird there is.
Kiwi.
Did y'all hear that? I think we're right on one. So, if we just keep quiet, do our thing, we might actually be able to find a kiwi bird. So, here y'all. Wait. I think I see one. Hold on. Class, never try to catch a live kiwi bird in its natural habitat. It is not kosher to capture wild animals. Just for future reference. On next, the national tree of New Zealand. Thank y'all.
Kia ora. I'm not dumb. I just said hello to you in New Zealand. New Zealand's official language is the Maori, which is the official language since 1987. The Maori is only used in New Zealand and nowhere else in the world. Despite its official status, the language continues to struggle against being lost, which is bad.
Class, last time I left you, we were going to discuss the national tree of New Zealand. New Zealand doesn't really have a national tree, but there is a tree they do recognize during Christmas time as the New Zealand Christmas tree. Ironic, may I say. But, if you look through the forest, New Zealand has a vast array of trees. So, I learned from experience, do not wipe with tree leaves from New Zealand. They hurt and they're itchy and scratchy. So, on next, the national song of New Zealand.
A neat custom that New Zealanders share with us as Americans is the handshake. The proper way of greeting a New Zealander is by a handshake and also a smile. Adding the smile to a handshake increases the pleasure of the New Zealander. Also, something a little different than America, New Zealanders prefer to be called by their full name. It is dishonorable to call them by any less until they say so. So calling a New Zealander by his first name the first time you meet him is very, very dishonorable. And they don't like it.
Good afternoon, class. We're here with a live New Zealander. I'm honored. I'm capable to ask him a few questions about the country and what's going on. Come a little closer. Sir, what is your name?
Steven.
Steven, well, is it true New Zealand has a lot of sheep? Alright, well, is it true that the beer is bountiful? Alright, is it true there is 2,000 meters of winding road through the mountains? Well, this New Zealander knows a lot about New Zealand.
I'm from the States, man.
Well, class, you heard it from here. He's from the States, just like me. So, I'll come back to y'all when I actually find a real New Zealander that can give me real facts about this wonderful country.
New Zealand is a very outdoorsy country and has a lot of things to do. You can go hiking, kayaking, scuba diving, or even bungee jumping. You have to try bungee jumping, I hear. Also, the thing that you could do is go check out the Lord of the Rings film area. They have now put it up as a site where you can go view where the film was filmed, go through the houses, see all the sights. It's really cool, and I like it. But I can't wait to try all this new stuff and let y'all know about it.
Class, this is a great opportunity for me and for both of y'all to witness what is about to happen. I was told by one of my New Zealand friends that not skydiving, but bungee jumping is a great sport and many people participate. So, we're about to take you on a little adventure of bungee jumping with Don Van Zykes. I hear that over here in New Zealand, they bungee jump differently. Yet, they have not given me a harness, which I'm a little scared about. Practically frightened. Like a baby deer in the wild without any mother. So, we're about to do this. They said I'm ready. I don't know if I'm ready. They haven't given me anything. But it's about time. Like a bird. Like a bird.
Wait till I get my money right. I had a dream I could buy my way to heaven when I woke.
Class, I have broken every bone in my body. New Zealanders do it differently than Americans. Therefore, the rest of this field trip will be filmed indoors and in the hospital.
What? You know I don't like sugar in my coffee. Oh, hello. This is Mac Donald back with Channel 6.5 News, WTFN. I hope all of you thoroughly enjoyed Don's adventures through New Zealand, the ins and outs. I hope they're all filled in because Don did a great job. He's a nut. He did a great job. He's a nut. But he did a great job. Thank you, Don. Thank you, Don. Well, next week, coming up on Channel 6.5 News, next week, 15 minutes, we're going to cover the birth of a baby panda. Is it difficult? Find out next week on Channel 6.5 News. Thank you, everyone. Good night, good evening, and so long. Hallelujah.